Looking at you and right there.
You got it, dude. I'll do this. All right, folks. My name's Kenny Riley. I'm joined with Mr. Sam Kincaid here, all the way from Nebraska. Before I get started, I just want to give a shout out to Marlo Kincaid here.
Yo.
Had a hockey tournament today. Overtime win. Let's go.
Took Car Shield down, right?
I love it.
Bringing that heat from the Midwest.
No, and obviously, I don't know if Marlo, take a step over here. Obviously, sporting the newest gimme gear. Oh, he pulls out the socks. Look at this.
Nice. You just carry around an extra pair of socks?
When someone hands them to him, he doesn't ask any questions.
That's right.
No, well, I know you guys aren't here for the hockey tournament, but Sam, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here at the Gimme Golf Clubhouse. Kind of seeing some of the madness that we've got going on here for the Crown.
This is so cool. This is walking into this place. I was just talking to somebody over at the bar, and he's like, the way you're looking around right now, like that's what I felt like when I got to Landman last year. So that's super cool to hear. You know, it's walking in here. This place is awesome.
Well, I tell you what, you welcoming us and the Gimme family into to Landman. It's so awesome for you to be a part of our home for a little bit.
Sweet. I'm glad we got to catch it with the match plays going on and see the hype, like the intensity, like it got thick in here.
A little bit of a turn there, always in good fun, but it's down to for
kind
business.
of reminded me of the cooler. No, we didn't need it.
Let me get back on the same stream. So they just lost this firm, so we're back.
We're back. We are so back.
So back.
Look at you, Ben Daniel, troubleshooting with the best of them. But again, Sam Arlo, thanks for joining us tonight. Good luck. He has another game tonight. We're pressing in. What was the team name again? The Admirals?
Milwaukee Junior Admirals.
You're going down. Get ready. If anybody's watching, get ready. But Sam, thank you for joining us today. I hope that you felt the acceptance and the love and the appreciation.
So cool.
But
thank you.
Good luck tonight, man.
Thanks, dude.
No worries, man. Well, that's Sam Kincaid signing off. We're going to get ready going in these matches once my co-host is there. But, that's such a treat for Sam to step in and join me in here in the booth. See you, buddy. Hey, get it done tonight, all right? All right, Chip, we're live, buddy. All right, my co-host is back. He was in doing some stuff, saying goodbye to Mr. Sam Kincaid and crew.
Absolutely.
But
you know what I found out? We got to give a shout out to the Joe Brock.
Oh, we don't do shout-outs,
We don't do
especially for
shout-outs,
Joe Brock. Shouting out Joe Brock. No, I'm just kidding. Joe Brock, the best there is.
He's watching live right now.
That guy?
That guy.
Oh,
You can
that
see him
guy?
through there.
Okay, well, Joe Brock, here's your shout-out. We love you very much. Glad you're watching. Miss you, dude. I'm starting to forget who you look like. But we are going to get moving. Our first matchup of the second round of matches here for Saturday for the Crown 2026 is Mr. Colby White versus Dan Millheim.
Colby wearing the pink white. Always wearing the pink. I love it.
Pink and smells like Ben Gay here in Bay 1, but don't know where that came from.
I think Grandpa's wearing the.
All right, we are ready. If you gentlemen want to get in the middle of that bay for the ceremonious handshake. All right, Mr. Dan Millheim and Colby White duking it out. Lido, the Crown 2026. The road to Pinehurst.
Road to Pinehurst.
All right, those players are going to hit that big orange button. Pop situation chip is going to be 4, 7, 12, 17. All right, Mr. White on the box first. Chip, the wind has picked up here in the afternoon. 5 miles.
Oh, yeah, we're hitting 5 miles an hour.
All right. White hot out of the gate. Colby White, pun intended. 170 miles an hour ball speed, 280 carry, and right next to the golf stairs, but
I'd
no
love to
harm,
see him
no
hit
foul.
that shot in real life off the steps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit of an interesting stance there, but luckily, playing a little cartoon golf tonight. Dan Millheim in the box. Sneaky, fast. Yes. The Dan Millheim with 153 miles an hour ball speed. Grape Nuts, official sponsor of his shirt. And, well, hey, it's a
catches a
flat lie,
piece.
though. He's going to find himself in the fairway bunker along with Colby, and not as flat as I thought, but I think he's going to be just fine here. This is a pretty severe downhill lie. He's going to have to fight here. He's got 143 yards out of this bunker. And he escapes. Any shot out of that area is just fine. Does scamper up just off the green.
Ooh. I think he got lucky there, Kenny.
Yeah.
That's a great shot.
A little dodged bullet there for Dan Millheim. Colby White, same fairway bunker that we just saw Dan escape. He's got 136 yards here, Chip.
Colby pulling the special gimme ball out.
Looks like a gap wedge here. Escapes, headed towards the fat part of the green, drawing back. Will it be enough? And he is on board. Colby with a pretty incredible shot there, muscling it out of that bunker. All right, Millheim's looking at 27 yards here. It's going to be moving literally both ways. Just needs to get this thing started with enough pace to get inside that gimme circle. It's a pretty good looking shot here, Chip.
Oh. And snaps it in.
Clenching.
Snaps it in to light the lamp.
Baby.
Way to
Danny
put it on
Millheim.
him.
Okay, no blood here at Bay 1. We are going to move over to the match 2 versus Mr. Sack. Zach Degrande versus Mr. Andrew Beck. Going to meet in the middle here with a handshake. Mr. Beck just getting off a flight, making his way to the most important portion of his night. All right, Mr. Beck does have the honors here. All right, Mr. Beck with a pretty good move here. All right, finds himself left side of the fairway. Hit pretty well. Mr. Sack has been here for a few hours, getting warmed up, getting his mental psyche ready. A little bit of a delay here. And there we go, Mr. Degrande, looking at his pops 4, 7, and 12, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, Zach trading out the microphone for a full set of clubs here today.
Absolutely. He's got to step up.
All right, Sack headed up the left side, and it's going to be just perfect, bypassing that fairway bunker. Hit extremely well. Both of these players literally neck and neck. It's an Afghan. It's a blanket, but different.
I think the key to this golf course, Kenny, is just getting to the middle of the green, as we've seen today.
Thank you,
The
Chip.
hills
That's
off of the side of
just
these.
the easiest thing to do in the world.
Yeah, I think it's easy.
I tell you what, get out of this booth. No. All right, Sack from 136 yards. See if he can follow Chip's advice by hitting the center of the green. What is it?
Yet to get.
I'll leave that to you.
Yeah.
All right, Sack does find the advice here from
Yeah.
Master Splinter over here.
Yeah. As we learned, yet to get. Get to get. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
Italian.
Ben
I can't
hopped
speak
up
Italian.
and is giving us a lesson here. All right, Andrew Beck from 133 yards. High flying wedge. Looking dead center at this pin. I mean, both hit the green in the center. They listened, man.
Yeah, they look. See?
I tell you what, a real Michelangelo Raphael situation here. These guys. All right, as we approach number 2, we're going to go ahead and go back over to see Dan Millheim's third shot here at the second. Just 11 yards, a little bit of a pitch here, just nudging it onto the surface. And he's lit the lamp. That's a great shot here from Dan Millheim. Both players with a par. Match remains tied. Mr. Andrew Beck on the box. 399-yard par 4 here at the second. Into the fan still, Chip. 3 miles an hour in the player's face. Andrew Beck heading wide left. Okay, it looks.
Is that in between the fence posts?
I think it advanced. I don't think that's going to be any impeding issue there, but we'll have to see. Camera crews on their horses getting up there. All right, Zach Degrande trading the microphone for a ping driver. Yeah, he's feeling some kind of way. It's a well-struck golf shot. Needs to decide what it wants to do here. Oh, it's perfect.
Great shot. He's going to nestle right in front of those bunkers.
274 yards. Blue twisted steel. All right, as we have a little break in here just to refresh Mr. Dan Millheim versus Colby White. Millheim does have an extra stroke on holes 4, 7, 12, and 17. Mr. Beck versus Mr. Degrande. Mr. Degrande pops on 4, 7, 12, and 17 as well. All right, he did dodge this fence post here. He's 165 yards out. Mr. Andrew Beck here at the second.
Oh, and playing a small cut into the green.
I mean, from there, that is fantastic. Again, large greens here, center of the green, right, Chip? Not
Center of the green.
Left, right, front, back, just the middle.
Well, I think the consistent thing we've seen is as people get more aggressive, they tend to fall off the edge of these greens. To your point earlier, they are not easy. They are not easy.
They are large and in charge, but if you get around those crispy edges, you start having issues.
Crispy like the Lay's potato chip.
There it is again. If anybody from the Lay's factory, big potato chip, let us know. We want a deal. All right, Zach Degrande here. High flying fade here. This looks good.
Oh, rip it back.
Flies
Oh.
it straight over the flag here at the second. Stops right after that. Both players with the par remain tied. We are going to go ahead and take a look at Mr. Aaron Decker leaving the building. All right, Colby White on the box. 176-yard par 3. 3 miles an hour in his face. I apologize there, folks. Kobe's taking a 2-iron off on this par 5 and hits it exactly where he needs to be. It's a 265-yard 2-iron for Colby White. No big deal. Fourth. All right, Millheim following suit over that right little cutting the corner. We're going to watch both of these players tee off with Zach here at the third par 3, 176. All right, Millheim's shot looking good up at the right side, and then moving over to the right side of your screen, Zach, high flying fade. Hopefully he knows the rules to hit the center of the green. Okay.
Catches it for par. Catches it. Consistency is key.
Yes, both of these matches showing resiliency, not one player giving up anything in the first 3 holes here. All right, Colby White is at the par 5, number 4. 21 yards for his second shot here at the par 5. The screen is heavily protected in the front hand. Not particularly small.
Get a little
bunker.
right to left wind.
Asking his caddy for a tee to get this set up on. Colby White, second shot. All right, Colby taking it at the pin and drawing it over.
What a shot.
It's steady Eddie, finds the center front of the green. It's a fantastic look for Colby. on and 2.
Dan with the pop here though.
Dan does have the extra bullet. We'll be trying to lock this thing up. Dan's left 214 yards for his second. Does have that extra bullet. A pop is basically just one extra stroke here. So a par nets him a birdie. Birdie nets him an eagle. All right, does look like it's
Can
on
he
the
make
right
it?
line. Does it have enough? It does. Millheim carries it just onto the front edge, rolls on that, and that is our first lead of the match. Mr. Dan Millheim goes up 1 through 4, utilizing that extra stroke when he needed it the most. All right, currently moving back over to the Beck Degrande match. Both tied. Mr. Andrew Beck here, 256 yards out here for his second at the par 5.
You can get a little cut here.
Chip it forgot to cut.
Oh.
All right, distance was pretty proper, but it's going to have a good amount of room on the green to get something going. All right, Zach dialing himself in. 203 yards out here for his second at the par 5. All right, Zach settling in, 203 yards. Zach does have an extra shot on this hole. Takes this thing out left, hoping it's going to come back right. Did he do it?
Oh,
Gotta
can
go.
you get it there? Get it.
Yeah, Zach just avoiding the danger up there, just barely clearing that bunker. Does have an extra shot here. He's going to see his playing opponent take the first shot and see what the necessary move is. All right, Andrew Beck actually ended up with a pretty decent line, not in the thick stuff, just off the walking path here, off number 4. It's 49 yards. See if these greens are going to do what he needs to. That's all the way to the pin. Needs to stop. And there we have it, Chip.
It is.
You had to go.
The diabolical greens off the side.
You got to go and master splinter them over there and let them know the middle's just fine. All right, Zach with a little extra breathing room here. 36 yards, just off the front left portion of the screen. Oh, here we are. All right, he needs to auto-delete that one out of his brain. Stat. That was a little bit of one of those. And we're not going to say anything about it. All right, Zach regrouping here mentally, physically, spiritually. 27 yards. Elevated green. Trying to take advantage of his advantage here. All right, that ball does go up. Is it enough, Chip?
Oh, and just short.
Oh,
Hopefully. Oh, no,
no.
this is coming back.
There's a well-hit shot, just not enough juice to get it up there. This one, it's awful to watch it. We've all been there, but his opponent here for his 4th shot at par 5, just 22 yards. Similar situation as far as what Zach just had, and see if he can get it up and on. All right, puts this high in the air, well struck. No doubt this is getting there. Wow. enters the gimme circle, but just
I
exits. So,
believe that should put advantage back.
so here it is. Andrew Beck's in for his 6th. Zach has this for his 5th. Needs to get this inside the circle to take advantage. I mean, it's a great shot. Unfortunately, that's going to be a push on this hole, so no blood. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that is a push. Yeah, that is a push. All right, we're going to zip on over here to Colby White off 6th hole. Another par 5. 466 yards at large Farva. Virgil Everett in the house. Colby White. Okay, some immediate visual cue here. Wasn't happy about it, but it's absolutely perfect.
I don't understand what that was about. 300 yards in the center of the fairway.
I say that all the time when I hit it 309. I mean, every time that I do that. Dan Millheim looking for a super specific specialty. Ready? Got it. Okay. We're going to take a look at both screens here. Obviously, you guys see that. We're just jumping as best we can to catch the action. Both players here. Zach on the 5th, Dan on the 6th. All right, both players off. Zach looking absolutely pummeled. Dan also pummeled. All right, Zach in the left side of the fairway. Dan just scooting its way, making its way downtown to 275 yards for Dan Millheim. All right, we're going to focus in on Mr. Degrande here as he plots his way into this center of the green attempt, the 5th. Just 94 yards, Chip.
94. I think he's got the advantage here if he can put this on the green.
Yeah, his playing partner in that greenside bunker. Let's see if Zach can pull this off. Fading in just perfect.
Oh, hold the circle. And he does.
Oh, Zach Degrande with a light lamp lighter. Excuse me. Mr. Beck, this is a tough shot. It is his 2nd shot. Has the ability to push this hole with getting it inside the circle. Okay, Mr. Zach Degrande does advance on this hole, grabbing one away from Mr. Beck, bringing him one up through 5 holes. Going to look at Mr. Colby White's.
Colby's taking a long look at this 2nd shot.
He didn't like it. We love it. He's got 186 yards with the wind here, Chip. With a player like this, with this speed, he's got to be careful, make sure that he doesn't throttle himself. And I mean, that's a 5 mile an hour, up to 5 mile an hour wind behind him. All right, Colby trying to sling this one in. Finds himself right side of the green, just on the apron, and all in all, a relatively good miss. He's going to have to
show some sign of disapproval.
He knows how tough these greens can be, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at Mr. Beck. his tee shot here at the 6th. No stranger to speed here, but it is fading just a bit. All right, Dan Millheim.
And that turn in there.
I mean, hits the number perfectly, just a couple of feet outside the gimme circle. All right, let's take a look at Colby's shot here. Colby's got 33 yards here, his third here at the par 5. Taking a little bit of an optical pat down and making sure that sees every ridge on this green. This green's going to be sloping left to right from his advantage or his vantage point. 33 yards. Probably only needs to play this 20 to 25 yards. All right, staring it down. Has the speed. Does it? Go! Oh, my goodness.
8-1.
Oh, my goodness. Just inches on almost getting inside that gimme circle, but both players record the par, and we're headed to hole 7. Oh, my goodness. These matches. They pull up my heartstrings. Everybody here playing their best. Everybody's family here, but these matchups are serious. Mr. Beck from 165 yards out of the rough. It's a high flying shot headed towards the center of the green. This guy's played here before.
Great job by Mr. Beck putting the pressure on Zach.
Zach's left 110 yards out of the same type of lie that Mr. Beck had. Didn't really have any discernible disadvantage coming out there. Hit it well, got the club on the ball. The sandy lies here aren't really deep, so I do think that Zach's going to have the ability here. All right, hard shot up the left center. See if it's got enough. And by the skin of his teeth,
holds it.
Hangs
Holds the
on.
green.
But Mr. Beck has the birdie there. Equalizer.
Takes the match back to even.
All right, as we progress into hole 7 for this Bay 2, just a reminder that both Dan Millheim and Colby White do have an extra stroke on this hole. All right, Colby White has missed the fairway. He's looking at 265 yards. Adjusting his glove. Currently all tied in this match between him and Mr. Millheim. Ooh, we're worried about that lip, but Colby gets it up and over. Over the trouble, bounding towards the green.
Can it carry?
Can it do it?
Hard.
Oh, he's just a foot or two away from the fringe here at the green. It's number 7. Dan Millheim just a few inches into the rough here. 220 yards chip. Does have the wind advantage right behind him at 4 miles an hour.
Trying to make a club selection here.
While he gets set, Zach Degrande hits a crushed tee shot up the heart at number 7. Knows that he's got an advantage here. Trying to make this one count. All right, Zach safely into the fairway. Dan Millheim's second shot. He's connected well with the fairway wood. See if it's got enough to jump this bunker. Ah. It does for a second. It hangs up on that first cut. That's a great spot for Dan. All right, Andrew Beck from 248 into the par 5 for his second. All right, hard hit golf ball. Little fade coming in, but
This could be really good here.
yes, it is. Gives himself plenty of space. Okay, does find the ball to rest. He's on the green in 2. All the pressure on Mr. Degrande here. Colby White, 16 yards off the green, just on the front fringe, opting for the putter here. This is a smart play. As Colby lines that up, Mr. Degrande, 248 yards. Left side, no fade. Visibly frustrated. Here we go for Colby White's putt just off the green here at 7.
In this
Putts
turn.
off, and it's
Oh,
looking
it's turning
good.
Good. Go.
Oh,
Oh!
my goodness. Reads it perfectly, just lips out on the high side, the pro side. Colby White with a fantastic circle here at the 7th. Zach looking at 72 yards. Headed up, left side.
Can Zach do it here? Can he put it in the circle?
All right, does find himself on the green. In for his par. Mr. Beck with a birdie, but neutralized with that extra pop there. Dan Millheim just inches outside the gimme circle.
That takes that match to advantage, Mr. White.
Well, Mr. Millheim had a pop there, so that is a push
oh.
there. So both matches remain tied. No blood. Using their pops to their advantage, Mr. Zach Degrande and Dan Millheim.
Bay 2 playing quickly caught up to Bay 1.
You know, when these matches go, we got to take no stone left unturned. In case Joe Brock's still listening. How are you, sir? All right, both Mr. Beck and Mr. White approaching the tee box. Mr. Beck's 218 yards. Both electing an iron here. Pretty insane. Mr. Beck heading, looking pretty good, but needs to stay away from that right side. All right, Colby White headed for the dead center of the green with a little draw. Okay, well done. Mr. Colby White does what he needs to do, plants that. 220 yards, dead center of the green. All right, Mr. Millheim and Zach. Their turn at the tee box here at number 8. All right. Sachs is heading up left, needs to fade more. Millheim headed up towards the right side. Needs to settle in and find some green.
And he's
Oh, he
just going to
does.
find it.
That's a fantastic shot for Dan.
No blood there again.
All right, they're headed to hole 9. We're going to go and zone in and camera cruise behind here from Mr. Zach Degrande. 43 yards. Got to get it up over this ridge onto the surface with enough to get this thing moving towards the hole. Hits this pretty hard. I hope it's got enough brakes on it.
Turn down the
Oh,
turn
it's
down
getting
the,
better as we speak.
Come on.
And just short of that gimme circle.
As Zach points to his 8.1 T-shirt that he's wearing tonight.
The most miserable division of the Gimme Golf Club is the 8.1 club. All right, Mr. Andrew Beck here, 12 yards. Pretty severe. Ball below his feet. Short-sided. We've seen this wreck the plans for most of these players. Does end up short, but it does stay on the green. That's a great shot here for Andrew Beck. Both players carding the bogey. Match remains all square through 8 holes. Chip's moped just showed up.
That's the moped gang that likes to ride on Fifth Street here.
Millheim looking at tee shot here at number 9. Into the fan. It's a great swing. Dan's finding some tempo here. Headed towards the right side. That wind is coming into effect. Okay. It's a pretty clean line. No OB. It's a good look. All right, Andrew Beck here, 368 yards for his first, number 9. I mean, this guy is just high cruising. Again, that wind kind of pressing that golf ball, pushing it to the right side. Just rolling off of that first cut, Chip.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Millheim with 139 yards. That is a compressed golf shot here at Bay 1. Headed up the right side. Finds the flat spot. Needs to stop right there. Settle. Oh, my gosh. Fortunate that that ball did not stay on that green, but we know what these edges do. Crispy.
Hope we take advantage of this here.
Mr. White's looking at 55 yards straight up the gut. All right, easy-handed wedge here. See if it's going to go ahead and... Okay. A little animation.
Had a little glitch in the matrix there, I think.
Yeah, little hook wedge spin never hurt anybody. Mr. Beck staring down the pin. Finds himself right in the middle of the green here at number 9. All right. Dan's looking at 18 yards just up this hill. Needs to make sure that he gets it on the surface. Little cut wedge. It's traveling and settling in here at the 9th. Millheim does card the bogey there. Mr. Colby White does go 1 up in this match.
I believe that's the first lead of the match.
It was a big battle, and here is the final. Currently 1 up, Mr. White through the front 9. Both players in Bay 2 card the par, so they remain all square through the front 9. Colby White, number 10, par 4. Asking for it to cut. Finds himself on the top of the hill, but he's going to have a little bit more than he was asking for, dealing with that longer overgrowth. All right, Mr. Beck, his first shot, and Mr. Millheim going in unison. Both of these shots, both in unison. Dan loses his a little left, asking for it to get pretty. Okay, both players considering their shots here. Mr. Zach Degrande getting ready for his first opening tee shot for the back nine here at the Lido. Dan's looking at 156 yards here from the pretty deep stuff, but it's got more of an issue with this wind. It's 4 miles an hour in his face, uphill lie. Might have to take one, maybe even two more clubs.
Here's he has a 7-iron in his hand. Zach with a great driving bay too.
Yeah, Zach finds some safe ground. Mr. Millheim is just battling that wind and needs to just press in. And does find himself on the surface. Well done for Dan. That's exactly what he needed to do. All right, both players, Mr. White and Mr. Degrande, selecting their weapons here. Just seeing who's going to be to the ball first. Colby's got 115 yards. Downhill about 15 to 16 feet. Zach's looking at 143. Asking for that cut for Degrande. All right, Zach just settling in on the fringe. Colby headed towards the front right portion of the screen and does find himself on the surface. Both players card the par here at 10 in Bay 1. We're going to go ahead and look at Mr. Beck's second shot, just 108 yards. Battling that same wind in the face, slightly uphill.
Yeah, looks like he's going to play it to the back of the green.
All right, Beck's shot is off, headed up the left side. Fading in pretty nicely here, Chip. Might catch the ridge.
Needs to hold the green.
Gives him a little rip back, but nothing that he can't handle. Colby White flirting with a little bit of the left here. Okay. Does stop before the fence. Mr. Degrande just 20 yards off the green here, going up the hill. Chance to do something special here.
Oh, I believe that was a hollow rocket.
Please don't say it. We don't say the S words here. Again, needing to delete that up from his memory bank right now.
Sometimes the pressure just gets you.
All right, Zach does find the center of the golf club and needs to stop. Oh, unfortunately, he's going to have to keep that same weapon in his hand. On the first bay, Dan Millheim with a hellacious seed out there at hole number 11. Pumps it out there well. I think Zach should take the putter here, honestly. His fifth shot here. Yeah, he obviously didn't want to be short, but it's unfortunate. Misses the gimme circle and gives one to Mr. Beck. here at the 10th. Okay, we're going to take a look in here. Mr. Millheim's got 171 yards, 11th. Straight into the win for these players.
Seems to be well struck, heading to the center of the green.
Hits it hard enough, but that wind is just pressing into it, and unfortunately, Dan rolls off the back. All right, Mr. Beck on the box here at 11. 138-yard par 4. Living in the 170s for ball speed. Hit high, absolutely punished up the left center of this fairway.
Just give me some wings.
All right, Kobe White, 142 yards. He's currently one up in this match, aiming at the dead center of this big friggin' green. All right, safely board. All right, Zach wanted to hit this ball hard after the trouble he had on that last green. Nudges him back into the fairway. He's got to feel good after that one.
Absolutely.
All right, Millheim dealing with 25 yards just off the back here. This is not an easy shot. For his third, he could just aim left, make sure he gets it on. He does not need to flirt with that right edge.
Great shot.
Oh, yes. Kicks the ridge, does push him outside of the gimme circle. He is in for a 5. Mr. White does grab another one there at hole 11. These players duking it out. Colby with a 2-up lead through the 11th. Zach is headed wide left, needs to get on the ground. Lots of adrenaline here. Obviously Zach is kind of losing his parents here, but hopefully he can rein that thing in and bring it back to the center. Kobe White. Tee shot on number 12, opting for the short way. Oh my goodness.
This is a great drive.
Not many people can take this line. Carries it well over 300 yards. With a super advantage here for Kobe White. All right. Mr. Beck is on the green here at number 11. Zach with his third shot. About 50 yards off the left-hand side of this green. Straight shot at the pin. All right. Zach is remembering every wedge lesson he's ever had right now. High-handed finish. Looks really good, Chip. Just needs to go. Honestly, that was more of a safety. He just wanted to make sure he could get that ball moving forward and not doing anything that he couldn't control. But
I believe that puts him down 2, though.
yes, it is down 2, but Mr. Beck and Mr. Millheim do receive one extra bullet on this hole, number 12. We're going to go and check in on the Millheim-White match. 176 yards here for Dan. Again, still battling that wind. This is a punch bowl green here, so anything on the surface, Chip, These players can take it all the way back, and that thing will ride back down the hill towards the pin. Dan electing to choose the left side of this green. Probably going to play his cut into this green. Needs to make sure that he's got a tempo-based golf swing here. Obviously fighting that wind, the saying, the old age adage, when it's breezy, swing it easy.
Well struck.
Hit well, but just a little leak to the right. See if he can get a preferred lie over here. He's going to have an uphill lie, so there's a chance. But again, anything off the green here is a big question mark for these players. All right, Mr. Beck here with another 300-yard drive. Colby White. Second shot, 52 yards. Gets the ball airborne. Not messing around. Doesn't take it quite up that hill. As you can see, that surround, anything high enough does have the ability to use that slope and push back towards the hole. All right, Zach Degrande with a healthy driver shot, headed up. Ooh, he's flirting with that right side, but has enough speed to get it over that waterworks. 280-yard drive.
A little bit of pressure here on Dan.
Dan's third. It's 29 yards. A little abbreviated finish here, trying to get it to sit. Okay, Dan's third. He's in for a bogey net par. Both players push there. Colby White remains 2 up. All right, Zach from 116 yards. Pulling this left, letting it fade back in.
Coming back
See if he
in.
has enough to make it interesting. Oh, you can see there was a touch of side spin there, but puts himself in a good position on the green, forcing his playing opponent to make a shot here from 69 yards. Gunshot here in Bay 1. Colby White hitting this ball into a pretty darn good territory, 325 yards.
And puts it all the way down there.
All right, Mr. Beck does get it pin high, but does miss that gimme circle. Both players record the par with Degrande's pop. He grabs one back from Mr. Beck. All right, Millheim here at the 13th with his tee shot. Finally has a tailwind. Looks pretty good. Headed up left side, fading back. Has a little extra power there. Get him a good bounce here. All right. Just meeting the first edge of that cut of rough there. All right, 13th hole for Zach Degrande, driver.
I think Dan has to be a little aggressive here.
All right, Zach with a high flying drive up the right side. Settles in right betweenst those two dangerous fairway bunkers.
Is that an Italian word as well? Betweenst?
Something like that. All right, Dan going back to the bag. He's got 79 yards here. Honestly, aim right at that pin. Hit it into the center of the green, like Chip says. Oh, it's headed on a good line. Just needs to get down. Stop. Okay, Dan does miss the green long. Andrew Beck with a little extra MPHs on here. 178 miles an hour ball speed, hit high, carries well over 300 yards. Go take a look at Mr. White. 45 yards here for Colby. Yeah, aims for the right portion of the green. Needs to settle as well. Needs to sit down. Okay. Dodge bullet there. Maybe caught that a couple of grooves low. Dan was trying to get aggressive here, and looks like it just pushed him off the backside of this green. Is going to be left with 12 yards. Just a touchy little chip. Dan Millheim.
Took an aggressive line, but it's going to make it out of the circle.
Yeah, Dan just a little too heavy-handed there. Does miss that gimme circle. Colby White with the par, his bogey. Colby increases his lead up to 3 through 13 holes. And Andrew Beck here keeps it below the hole. Both players in for the par. Mr. Beck's lead remains 1 up through 13 holes. All right, Colby White, par 3, number 14, measuring 152 yards into the 5-mile-an-hour wind again. So might be thinking about either leaning on this a little bit or taking one extra and hitting smooth.
Oh, he doesn't like that one.
Oh, he's grossed out. Just needs to settle in, find a spot. Oh, he does find himself just on the upslope right after that green side bunker. All right, Mr. Degrande's looking at his shot here at the par 3, number 14, 150 yards. Starting out left, trying to fade it back in. It looks really good, Chip.
Oh, it's just short of the pin.
Safely on for his par, Dan Millheim. All right, settling in. A little bit of a fade, leaker right. And those edges again. It's a situation where these players that are behind are aiming at the flags when they really need to be aiming at the center of these greens.
I think that's the key. Crispy edges, they're doing them in.
All right, Colby's got 31 yards here for a second, also missing the green. Clipped wedge here on its way down the street. Is it have enough to get inside the gimme circle?
Oh, just short.
Just about a foot short of lighting the lamp there. Mr. Millheim's second has an opportunity. Push this match. Stop the bleeding. All right, little tech mole over there in bay 2 for Mr. Beck. Obviously, these clippy lob shots have a tendency to not be able to read correctly in cartoon golf. Dan Millheim with the soft hands wedge here. It's played pretty darn well. Needs to just settle in and stop. Yay, well done, Dan Millheim. Lights the circle. Okay. Mr. Beck does get one to register both players here in Bay 1. Record a par. Oh, I'm sorry. Dan Millheim takes one back there. Colby White's lead is reduced to 2 up. Bay 2
Back to tie.
is back to tied. Mr. Degrande, the great equalizer, takes the tee box, says, I'll take this one. Millheim on the box as well. Got to feel good to gain that tee box honors back. Ooh, Millheim leaning into this one, headed up the right side. Find some good lie. Okay, not too bad in that first cut. It's going to have a good angle. Zach, vicious swing here over in Bay 2. Headed up the left side, not doing the fade that he likes, but is he going to carry? Oh, he by the bare bones of it. A bounding leap from that mid-fairway church pew. All right, Colby White, here's turn. Little boot scoot and bogey headed to the right. Tamed in. Hit very well. Taking advantage of that. Oh, does find a little bit of that cut, that first cut of rough. All right, Mr. Beck, 396 yards for his tee shot here at 15. Almost a mirror image of what Colby White has. Does he have enough to carry? Okay, finds himself in that same right rough. Again, good look at this short-sided left pin. All right, Mr. Millheim, 182 yards. Center of the green. Stay right there.
Can it hold the green?
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Okay. So we've got Mr.
Advantage Colby White here.
Absolutely. And Degrande here for his second. 97 yards. All right, headed at the pin. Just a slight fade. It seems like it's got enough. Okay. Doesn't get it to zip back on a string, but it is a very nice shot nonetheless. Colby White here. 102 yards. All right, does hit the right center, hits it just onto the front of the green, gives it room to settle in. All right, Andrew Beck from 94 yards. Ball is up in the air, headed a little right again into the largest portion of this surface. All right, both players in Bay 2 record the par. No blood, headed to hole 16. Dan's got 24 yards. He's had this chip multiple times today. I think he's going to see this run a little right to left.
Oh, can he make it? Can
Well
he get
judged.
it? Oh, hold it.
Let's go, Dan Millheim.
Dan holding strong. Colby with a 2-up lead with 2 holes to go.
All right, both bays approaching hole 16.
Oh, my bad. I'm not used to it.
Colby White, 2 up, 3 to play. Mr. Zach Degrande and Mr. Beck are tied here at the 16th. It's 219-yard par 3. Zach Degrande. All right, taking it up left, fading back right. Looks like the distance is okay, Chip.
Great shot by Zach. Middle of the green.
Understood the assignment. Knows
Put the pressure.
he's got to just hang on. He's got a pop coming on the next hole. All right, Dan Millheim. 220 yards. This thing is hit hard, headed up the left side. Hopefully that wind's going to knock him down just a bit. All right. Finds himself in a pretty decent lie rather than that bunker. All right, Andrew Beck headed a little wayward here off the right-hand side of the par 3. Okay, it does give him a little ridge lie right outside that bunker.
That shot by Zach puts the pressure on him. Gives him the advantage.
Colby White's attempt here at the par 3. Pin all the way in the very back of the screen. See if he's going to try to draw this in, which looks really good right here. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Colby White with a gift from the gods just hangs on instead of going down that hillside.
We have a change on hole 16.
All right, Mr. Degrande with the first time of the evening has a lead going into hole 17, where he does have one additional stroke here, the last of the match, Chip. Monster par 5, 620 yards. My God.
Can't get there from here.
Colby White with a very, very fragile chip here. Stay outright. All right, puts it a healthy ways out to the right side, letting gravity do its job. Does he have enough?
Keep going.
All right, ends up short of that gimme circle. Dan Millheim with the opportunity here. Second shot here at the par 3, 28 yards, Jim. I favor the right side and just let it do its thing. Just a solid shot. Don't have any extracurriculars here. Dan Millheim. It's a pretty good looking chip here. Traveling towards the gimme circle. Hey, baby. Wow. Incredible shot here from Dan. Bringing ourselves to hole 17. Andrew Beck with a high, blistering shot up the right side. 620 yards. Fairway in front of him. Carries it all. 300 yards.
Dan has the advantage to put some pressure here on Colby White. Down one with 2 to play.
Does have that extra bullet there. Wow. Super solid shot here from Dan at almost 160 miles an hour ball speed. Headed up the left side. Gives him a pop there. And yes, that is a huge drive for Dan Millheim. All right, here is the strength of Mr. White. Can hit this ball a country mile.
We just had a not a great shot on bay 2.
Colby White up the left side. Looks really good. Here's this ball, 300 yards and bounding up near the 340-yard territory. Okay, Zach shakes the arms out, hits a great shot up the right center of the fairway, 250 yards. All right, Dan Millheim's got 335 yards in, just advancing this over the trouble that we see in the middle of your screen there. Setting himself up for his third. Yeah, that's perfect. Everything you needed to do. Great distance. 260-yard shot, giving him a great look in for his third. Mr. Andrew Beck.
Short wedge into the green.
317 yards out here for Beck. Pulling this one to the left, asking for it to fade. It is. It's trying. Okay. Beck hits his best shot there. It's going to be up next. We're going to zone in on Colby White. 286 yards here for his second here at the par 5. Colby White with a high. No draw, but hits this thing freaking mile, 277 yards. Hoping that thing would hook for him. Dan Millheim's left with 77 yards here for his third. Has an extra bullet here.
Beck has a chance to really put some pressure on Zach.
84 yards, Mr. Beck. Smart play, headed up the left side, needs to sit down.
Oh, just too far.
All right, 77-yard wedge here for Dan Millheim, headed up the left side. Doesn't have enough to get over that ridge. Okay. Flirting a little bit with the short side. You could see that thumbprint on the front of that. All right, both Zach and Colby get up to the ball. Zach's looking at 71 yards here for his fourth. Extra bullet on this hole. Opting to stay left. That's a smart play. Okay. He is in for his bogey net par. Andrew. Just 9 yards off the green. Over to Colby White. Just green side. Third shot. Colby White, on the green, and enters and exits the gimme circle, just barely staying on the surface. Mr. Millheim grabs one back there to bring this match all square at Bay 1.
All square at Bay 1. Going into 18.
All right, Mr. Beck does chip that one in for his 5, so it looks like these guys push here. So Zach does remain one up into the 18th. We love to see this. These matches going the distance, reaching the 18th hole. Dan Millheim ready to tee off here on the final hole of this standard round here at the Lido. Oh, Danny getting a little right cheek engaged here. Lacing both of those bunkers.
There was definitely some adrenaline in that shot.
Tell you what, guy can hit a golf ball, that's for sure. All right, Zach. His tee shot here at 18, headed up the left side. Hit hard, needs to just keep tumbling left. It does. Looks like it's going to settle in just before. Kobe White. Tattoos this ball, headed up the right center, fading away from some trouble, needs to keep going. Settling, right there, settling. Oh, I think he's still in the fairway here, so he's going to have a preferred lie. We're going to go over to Mr. Beck for his tee shot here at 18. My guess is we're going to see some ball speed here, Chip. 176.
Big swing.
Straightest ball of the match here for Mr. Beck. Needs to get right. Oh, no. All right, we're going to head over to Mr. Millheim. 134 yards. Big friggin' green. All right, favoring the left side and seeing if he can get it. Okay.
Same shot. Center of the green.
Absolutely.
Put
Absolutely.
the pressure on Colby.
All right, Colby White, 90 yards. Second shot here. Okay, both Zach and Colby find the green. We've got extra golf here in Bay 1, headed to the 19th hole. Finished the regulation match, headed back to hole number 1. Andrew Beck here with 99 yards. I don't think from this distance this lip is going to be an issue, Chip.
No.
But, God.
But he has to be aggressive here. It's his last chance.
Currently, Zach 1 up. Final hole. All right,
This looks really good.
Okay, does stay short of the green. Probably a little issue with that sand lie. His third shot is just 18 yards off the front side of this green here at 18. Okay. He's currently 1 down. Needs to find the bottom of the cup here.
This actually gives him a chance to try to hold this out.
So on a good line.
Oh.
Oh, he does what he tried to do. He had to hole it. Bay 2. All finished up. Congratulations to Mr. Andrew Beck and Mr. Zach Degrande for getting through. Mr. Zach Degrande reigns supreme. The Crown 2026. The road to Pinehurst. The sack. Advances. Punches his ticket. Okay. Everybody's nerves are calm. Starting back over at the very beginning here for Bay 1. Colby White on the box. All right, Colby with a great strike, headed up the left side, fading back into a promised land territory. Players battling a wind in their face, Chip. It's been about 4.5 hours since we saw this hole. All right, Dan sticking his peg in the ground, trying to solidify his spot in this tournament. All right, hit hard up the left-hand side. Needs to settle in and find some ground here. Get some earth. Get some earth. Okay, does find himself on that ridge of that green or fairway bunker off the left side. Does not have a view of the hole here, Chip. It's 175 or 174 yards. Has to elevate this over this ridge. Ball is above his feet. This ball is going to want to travel left on impact. This left side pin. He's going to want to aim right. He's got to aim at the center of the green.
It's going to be a tough shot here.
Opting for the fairway wood. I don't know if I like this play, but Dan Millheim, second shot here at extra golf. All right, hit well. Headed left. Get on that tee box. Get on that tee box. Get on that tee box. All right, he's got to lie. Okay, so Dan out of position. Colby White second, just 104 yards.
Should be a good wedge here. Again, center of the green.
These playoff holes, I know Colby's going to want to get this close, but all right, Colby shot off.
No. He's left the door open.
Does go left, short of the green. Dan Millheim, his third shot here, 45 yards from the adjacent tee box. Extra golf here, folks. Tensions are high. These players doing their best to have an opportunity to play and advance in the Crown 2026. Dan's got a shot up. Looks like it's good and does miss that gimme circle, but he is safely aboard. Colby White here, 30 yards off the front left side of the green.
Love you guys.
Colby White has an opportunity
Can I
here
catch a piece?
and just misses the gimme circle. And we're doing it
We're
again.
going to go again. All right, here we go again. Fortunately, the mouth, Kenny Riley, had to step away for a second. We're going to go hole number 2 in the playoff. We're going for extra golf. We love extra golf. Colby White stepping up to the tee box. A little bit of a drop kick. He's going to pull this left into the rough. Definitely, it could be advantage Millheim here. Dan taking his time here. Taking a slow, deep breath, getting himself into position, pegging the ground. We're ready to take a smooth swing. This is going way right. Are we in bounds? Oh, no. This is going to be out of bounds. This is going to be out of bounds. He's going to have to hitting 3 off the tee. All right, Kenny, we had a huge events. Dan just went out of bounds right. We're having to re-hit from the tee. Colby's in the rough on the left side of the fairway.
All right. Dan hit it a little bit right. Needs to settle in here. Okay. Does find himself in the right rough. He will have his 4th shot here first. All right. Millheim's got 193 yards here. All right, Millheim hits this one left. No fade here. He's going to miss the green here left. Tumbling down towards the path. It's going to have a clean lie, but some visual frustration here. All right, Colby White here for his 2nd shot. And 63 yards here. Pins tucked left. Wind in his face. Colby likes to hit a draw. My guess is aiming at the center of the green. If it draws in, he's going to love it. If not, he's just fine. This is the shot he needs to pull. This is it.
He can put this away here.
Right now. Shot is off. Headed towards the center of the green. Heading back left.
Needs to hold it.
Bounces on the green. Colby White. The match is set. Congratulations to both competitors. Mr. Dan Millheim bringing it to 20 holes. Mr. Colby White survives and advances, punches his ticket to the Crown 2026, the road to Pinehurst. We're going to go ahead and move over to our pen cam. Both winners, Mr. Zach Degrande, Colby White. You ready for the pen cam? All right. Colby White ready to rock. Absolutely. Solidified in history forever. All right, next up, Sack, trading his microphone in for golf clubs today. And there he is. Congratulations to both competitors. Ready when you are, Ben. Chip, folks, unreal matchups here. Bay 1 takes it to 20 holes. Mr. Colby White doing everything he can. Dan Millheim coming out, doing all the way to the very end. Loses it on hole 20. Colby White hits the green, moves on. Mr. Zach Degrande overtaking Mr. Andrew Beck.
Absolutely. Both matches taking it to the end.
Going the distance, it's regulation play, 18 holes. These guys are taking it to the very end through regulation play. Ups and downs, tied for a long time, back and forth. Nerve-wracking for us, let alone the competitors. But Chip, round 2 is done. We're on to the next rounds of matches.
I can't wait. Joey, I'm better than Mark, Julius, stepping up. I mean, How do we not get ready for that?
Yeah, we've got a slew of matches. We got Mr. Fowles versus Virgil Everett, Mr. Joey Julius against Mark Schulte. Stay tuned. Give us 2 minutes. We're going to be back. We're going to let these guys warm up, and we'll be covering every second of it. We'll see you soon.
Only one rises, one throne, one champion. It's the championship journey.